for Ghana promo is also here. Now enrich your enjoy the rich Ghanaian culture through amazing Woodin fabrics like what we are repping today as well. Thanks to Atotete for sewing these for us. Putting together these beautiful designs made out of Woodin fabrics, ready to wear. You can get from Woodin as well, and fashion accessories as they celebrate Ghana. Now you can visit Woodin retail shops and partner shops nationwide and receive an instant gift with your purchase as well. You also stand a chance of winning a hamper full of Woodin products and in their weekly draw. Okay, and this offer ends on the 7th of April. Terms and conditions apply. Woodin Le Createur. Let me say shouts going out to Dark Chocolate, aka Debbie. Good morning going out to you as well. Anyway, now let's move into our conversation this morning. And for those of you who are tuned on to us via Plus 89.9 FM, still welcome back to the show. A few days ago, a tweet or certain tweets were shared across various handles as well as other platforms on Facebook and Instagram on an Apple Music curated playlist of top 10 songs most consumed in Ghana. Now we'll put this list on the screen in a couple of seconds as we run through. Now there was something striking about the top 10 songs that were posted. They were all from Nigeria, and then it brings us back to the conversation about Ghana and Nigeria again. But this top 10 song list is as follows. Number 1 is Omalay's So-So. Number 2, how do you pronounce his name? Is this Hirisma or Hiris?
It's Rema.
Hi, but
Rema.
no, I mean how you pronounce the handle.
He is Rema.
He is. I thought it was Hais actually.
No.
So he is Rema. Okay, I thought it was Hirisma anyway. So he is Rema. Pardon me, please. When it comes to handles, everybody has ways of putting their handles. And we have Spyro, right?
Yes.
So Spyro's, who's your guy? So he is Rema is Holiday. Then Arastar's Stability, which was released just recently, right?
Yeah.
Is also on there. Ruga Official. Now, of course, no two ways about it. This song, Asiwaju, even me cry like jamming it. I'm guilty as. Adekunle Gold's Party No They Stop is also on here. At number 7, Young John Extra Cool, another favorite of mine. I'm guilty again. Arastar is back on there again with number 8 with Rush. Then Benson. This how do you pronounce the song? What?
Gwagwalada.
Gwagwalada.
Consumers of the music.
Consumers of the music who really know how to pronounce it. You know, it's just interesting the way how a lot of us Ghanaians, especially the women, I have to put blame on the women on this one. This one I have to put blame on the women, are able to speak Yoruba. But find it hard to speak in Zima. Anyways, Tiwa Savage is also here with Stamina. Now, this particular tweet came out from Charts Ghana as we put up on the screen. Interesting. The only Ghanaian song you see the only Ghanaian representation you see in here is the Ghana flag, which tells you that the songs are played, are consumed in Ghana. Aside from that, none of the songs, the top 10 songs that have been put up on the screens are from Ghana. So this sparked a lot of interesting opinions across various media platforms as gatekeepers, consumers alike were all sharing their opinions as to the possible reason for it. Big question was who was to carry the blame of this non-consumption or non-representation of Ghanaian music. Now, today on the show, we want to talk about the active Ghanaian music user and their listening behavior, because this would give us insights into understanding why, not the fault of the artist, but the consumers. Why are they consuming more foreign content as opposed to what is created and curated internally? And that is going to be our conversation this morning on the show. You are welcome to join us via our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as we'll read your comments all through. Now, this morning, I'm honored to have a few gentlemen representing various entities. And when I say entities, not necessarily companies, but their consumer habits and their profession as well. This morning, I'm honored to have Reginald, who's a music enthusiast, a music review expert as well, and a skilled playlist curator here at 3 Music. So if you've been enjoying 3 Music playlists, you can say shouts to this gentleman here. He's made things happen. So good morning, good out to you, Reginald. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to our studios.
Okay.
And I'm also here with Jesse Ababio. Jesse is also a music journalist and a publicist who currently works at 3 Music as well as an editorial assistant, and also has vast experience as publicist in working with various Ghanaian artists as well. So Jesse, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, and then we do have Lenny Lomute, who's a beautiful resident of our own 3 Music. Welcome, Lenny.
Labadi and Barros represent.
Shouts go out to Olele Salvador, as well as my brother in true cheating spirit.
We're not doing it to collect bullets, collect sentence, jail time.
This morning we wake up, bullets on.
Hey, me and you guys
I will take a like, hey, Charlie, hard. Hey,
Lenny, you have to come correct.
Being a man is hard.
You have to come correct.
Being a man.
He said, no, Jay, let me talk. Jay, let me talk.
How would a man survive when he goes on TikTok and he sees women who are not wearing bra and doing dancing like this? Oh,
Psych thyself. Psych thyself.
Amen. 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 All right, so let's get into the business of the day. Now, this is a very interesting conversation. Now, before I even start the convo, let me read this out to our viewers and listeners as well. So let's understand these statistics that have been shared. It's a music user-based statistics, okay? Almost half of all the music streaming app revenue was from the US. Spotify is the most popular streaming service in terms of subscribers as well. Now, I'm reading these things out for us to have it at the back of our mind, and we'll use it to direct our conversation this morning. Now, in terms of overall usage, guess what? YouTube is far ahead with 2.5 billion users. So it means that there are possibly a lot of Ghanaians that are consuming content and music from YouTube, if I can say that, even more than all these apps. Then it will drill down to what kind of songs are we consuming on YouTube. And YouTube, being a visual app, means that there's a conversation and element of quality of visuals at play as well. The top music markets in 2023 regions are North America, Latin America, Europe, that's Germany, UK, France, then the Middle East, then North Africa, and Greater China. So that means that even we in West Africa are not part of this conversation. And even the little contribution that we put in there too, that's... Anyway, by gender as well, with music consumption, the females are in a comfortable lead in this election with 56%. So the women are consuming more music than the men. So let's drill it down to West Africa. So, but that means that this top 10 songs that we are seeing is very likely that the gender contribution to non-Ghanaian music consumption is coming from
Women.
I didn't say anything, I beg you. Anyway, I'm being told that this is subscription based, so based on the people who are subscribed to the service. And
the same people who don't have money for Uber.
The same people who don't have money for Uber.
They are subscribing to Apple Music and streaming.
Lenny has come to you.
Close your mouth.
Jesus, don't do that.
I've done
Don't
it.
do that.
I've done it.
Because some people have money for Uber and can buy your car 10 times. Don't do
How
that.
many?
And, they
How many
stream,
of
and
them?
those people don't stream
do that
music.
to them. They do.
Those people don't stream music. They don't add the
please.
streaming.
I know that we
There's a
have
part of
different.
Ruger's song
The
I want to play.
demographics are different, but please, we beg you.
Okay.
I need
Thank
help with
you
my
very
rent.
I see what you says. You boy now.
I'm a young man. No go to call me Gen Z.
By age, let me read this out to you real quickly as well. By age, 18 to 24 by subscriptions, okay? Consumption of music per the stats I've just shared with you in the areas and regions. From 18 to 24, we have about 26%. That actually is the highest. 26% of the people in that age bracket are consuming more music. And none of us fall in here. Any 24-year-olds here? Reginald and Jesse?
No.
Hey, you grow. Hey, you grow.
Are you talking about
Please.
football age?
Because some of them are just a year above 24.
And it's
So it's not like.
Reggie, why no one disclose your age? You be girl. Girls they don't like do that.
I be private, so.
You private.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hey, this is the first time I hear a guy keep his age private. What about you, Jess?
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah.
You were right. I'm 39. And my contribution.
Cyril is 30.
No,
Me,
Cyril,
I am unborn.
76-year-old guy. Let's continue.
I'm fresh.
25 to 34 now is 29%. Sorry, so that's the highest. So 25 to 34, and I do believe that they have the buying power, so they are able to pay for these subscriptions. 35 to 44 are overwhelmed by marriage and cheating, so they are in 16%. Then 45 to 54 are thinking hard about menopause and what's for men? Women in menopause. Andropause. They are just an 11% contribution. And then guess what? Above 55 is 19%. Interesting. That is even higher than those who are between 45 and 54. So we have the older folks as well also contributing, in terms of music consumption. Now, Boomplay subscription, which is a free platform, have 15 to 35 with the age bracket as well. More males are consuming that. We have about 60% males consuming music. Then territories, right? Territories-wise, I beg your pardon. Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, North Africa, Zambia, and the likes. Giving you an idea of when it comes to our side. By genre, Afro-pop, Afro-beats is the most consumed, of course. Possibly, we have gospel, hip-hop, reggae dancehall, and others like Amapiano, R&B, and the likes, EDM. So this gives us an idea of the statistics that have been shared by some of these curators across the world on music consumption. And that brings us to this morning's conversation on the behavior of the listeners. So let me start off with you, gentlemen, since you are new in the house, even though you are staff of the company as well. How do I even start this? Let me even ask. Currently, what kind of music are you consuming on these platforms? And in fact, which platforms are you subscribed to first? Are you subscribed to? Let me start off with you, Jen. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I'm subscribed to Spotify. So I do my listening on Spotify.
Only,
yes.
Interesting. Nothing moves you to want to check these other platforms. Is there a reason why you are on Spotify in particular?
When they touch base in Ghana, they gave good deals in terms of the subscription. So then it moved me to, stream via Spotify. Mm-hmm. However, I still stream via Audiomack and Boomplay.
Is it because maybe was it the user interface as well, aside from the plans they give you in terms of the packages?
Is the plan? Is the plan? Yeah, because I started when I was a student. I started streaming when I was a student, and they had the student package. So then I just started streaming with Spotify. But for Boomplay and Audiomack, I just stream songs there just to understand the varying markets when it comes to music being playlisted in Ghana. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Reggie, what about you?
So I stream most of my music on Spotify. It's just Spotify. I was on Boomplay, but when my friends and we subscribed to Spotify family, I moved to Spotify, and I've been on Spotify for like 3 years now.
Is this a brand awareness conversation? Is that the brand maybe might be in your face more, or?
Okay, so with Boomplay, I hadn't subscribed back then.
Okay.
And the interface was quite confusing for me because it had ads and all of that. But when we moved to Spotify, or when I moved to Spotify, it was very easy because it was just straightforward and the interface was quite easy for me. So that's why I stuck on Spotify. But then occasionally, if I'm looking for what other curators are listening to or what they are putting in their playlist. I go to Boomplay, I go to Audiomack, and sometimes I go to Apple Music to see what's in their playlists.
Let me ask, before I come to our squad, let me ask, do these platforms present the music to you in different ways that make the consumption exciting in any way?
Yeah, so with Spotify, sometimes you go on the app, you're going to listen to a specific song or a specific body of work, and then there's an already curated playlist for you. And then when you tap on it, these particular songs, sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes you know these songs, and some of them are already there. So sometimes they present to you like automatically. I don't know whether it's an algorithm or whatsoever it is, but sometimes it's automatic. Sometimes you just have to look for it.
Just what about you? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
The listening experience on Spotify is good. Like you were saying, the algorithm presents, when you listen to one song, it's able to give you another song which has similar style. So then with that, you keep on streaming. The recommendation is good. So like you keep on streaming like other songs based on what you've listened or your listening history. So I think that's what Spotify has done very well with. Yeah.
Which of the apps, not to necessarily even hammer hard on Spotify, but which of the apps is the one that you can't rewind? No? Oh, you see how I use rewind?
You talk something else,
I think it's Spotify. If you've not subscribed,
if you've not subscribed.
So you can't rewind, and then when you're listening to an album or a playlist, you can skip, but you can't go back, and most of the songs are on shuffle. Yeah. So you can't listen in accordance.
Oh, so you need to subscribe first.
Yeah,
well,
so
that's how I find it.
Subscribe.
Yes.
I don't find it exciting to be on Spotify, because it's because of this feature. Like, regardless whether I subscribe
Apple Music, they don't even allow you to play the song
at all. Unless you are.
But if you're a new subscriber, you get like 30 days free. So you get to enjoy the app for 30 days. After that, you need to pay. If you don't pay, they take you off.
Okay.
But Spotify, when you pay and you're not able to renew your subscription, you still get to enjoy the streaming bit he's talking about, but you don't get to control what you want to listen to. So that's...
Okay, now let me open it up to Cyril, Lenny, and Olele as well. I mean, we've just found out from them exactly which platforms they want to go to first. That's fine. Just also on yours, because you also form different demographics, and I want to find out from you. Let me start from the eldest.
Let me know this.
I didn't look at anybody's face, but
me.
let me start
They will
with
start from Cyril, then me, then you. So you're trying to say that I'm older than Cyril? Wow.
Ricky, please check your WhatsApp.
When you said let me start from the eldest, Olele said Lenny. So I'm older than Cyril.
You are complaining like it's a crime.
It's not a crime.
Listen,
it's not a crime. How he just said Lenny.
It's going to be very interesting, because I really want to find out how which platforms we are drawn to and how we're also going to consume the music. And I think I'm going to see a very sharp difference in here. But so Cyril, let me start with you.
Spotify
as well.
Yeah, I use Spotify. The interface is intuitive. It works well with your Google Assistant. So calling up, like using your voice to call up songs, and your Hey Google and your Hey Siri and all that, it works flawlessly. The catalog is also wide enough. I think it has an extensive catalog, just like Apple Music. They are quite similar, but for a sound person, for somebody who really wants that quality sound, Spotify has that delivery. Right. It's a good balance on data and sound. Apple has better streaming, but not everybody needs all that. If like you have some fast broadband or some 5G and you want Apple at the highest, so there's actually settings. A lot of people don't even do this. When you get the app and you pay and whatever, you can go into your settings and set the bit rate at which you stream your sound, the quality, all those things. Yeah, depending on what you're playing. Like if you're playing in a Bang & Olufsen, you can literally stream at the highest quality to maximize that. But if you're using your headphones that you got from the corner, then anything goes. So for me, because I listen majority in the car, Spotify.
Lenny, what about you?
So I use Apple Music. Yeah, that's what I use. So streaming on Apple Music, that's all I've used, so I can't make any comparisons, especially.
I also side with you. I also am heavy on
I
Apple
can't-
Music.
Yeah, I can't make any comparisons to the other streaming platforms like Olele has done. But I think it works okay for me. It's good enough. I mean, if I want to listen to any song, once it's up on there, it's good. It also allows you to create your own playlists and then maybe download the songs as well that you can listen when you are not using mobile data. It also creates some playlists for you, based on Afrobeats or reggae or high, all of those things. Like there are different playlists on there that you can do. So yeah, Ghana music. It also gives people the opportunity to create playlists, right? Because there's High Life is there. There's Accra Country as well. Like there are all these curated playlists that you can also listen to.
Same on Spotify.
So,
Same on Spotify.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm actually curious, right?
I've not tried Spotify, so I can't make that comparison.
What are you, iOS or Android?
iOS.
iOS.
Please, you have to speak up. We're not chatting now.
iOS.
We are on TV.
It's not office vibes.
So if they can't come, then they don't want to do like
iOS.
they post.
The reason why I'm asking is that most people default go to Apple Music because when you turn on your phone for the first time, that's what it tells you to do. So, and Apple pushes a lot of Apple Music on Apple devices compared to non-iOS users like me who have the liberty to choose. So I just wanted
to be sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same for me. I mean, it's Apple. I've used it for years and years, so I think it's more comfortable. It's my comfort zone. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Olele, now let's hear from you since you're putting your head in the shot. Let's hear from you. Then now we're going to really open this conversation up and make it. Now we're getting various opinions. What about you? What are you?
Currently, I'm on Spotify.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, currently I'm on Spotify, but I was just listening to what Lenny was saying. I think it's fair when you have the access to the phone, because sometimes you really just want to try the inbuilt app on the phone. But what I can say has contributed to the disparity is the cost. Because see, the dollar was at 15 cedis or something. What Spotify did when it came to Ghana was provide reasonable priced subscriptions.
Okay.
So they had for students, they had for family, and they had another one I've forgotten. So that was when I decided to go onto Spotify because they had like 6 months, 3 months, and it made sense. And it was actually converted into Ghana cedi, so you know how much you're paying. But for Apple Music, if it's $4 today, you are paying 20 Ghana. Then tomorrow, next time your bank account is being deducted with. Like
So did cost influence, because he is in a higher age bracket, did cost influence your choices really on what to jump on? Because which of them is a freemium service, a free platform?
Boomplay.
Did cost influence the decision on which platforms to jump on and how to consume their music? I mean, of course.
Yeah, it did. Because they had the student package. So with that, then I think that was like 17 CDs.
Yeah, back then.
17 CDs back then. So there was like,
a month. Okay.
A month. So then, so they had the 17 CDs for 3 months.
Yes.
Then after that, you have the monthly charges. Yeah, so then with that, I decided to just go for the student package because I was a student by then.
Okay.
So then influenced me like streaming heavily.
Reginald, did cost influence you, just as what Olele was saying?
Yes. I can't pay for Apple Music due to how fast the dollar rises and what's not. So in terms of course, my boys and I, when you do the conversions, it's in Ghana, and you're paying like 30-something CDs for like a total of 6 people on the family package. So you get to listen to any song you want without, you can play back, you can put it on shuffle, you can curate your own playlist, you can do whatever you want for that amount of money. It's more or less like the same for someone on the duo package and for someone on the students package. But this is the case, it's just 6 people on that particular plan. You get to do everything you want. So basically, that's why.
It's even quite interesting that we want to find out the possible reasons why we didn't identify our own kind of music or our own artists on this top 10. I'm sure even when we expanded to about top 40, it was just about how many Ghanaians on there? 3 Ghanaians on there.
Actually, it was 2 Ghanaians.
2 Ghanaians.
In the top 3. One person had 3 exposures.
2 exposures.
Well, on the third, he was on the third one as well. So
Okay,
three
okay.
exposures, and then the second person was a feature on the other song.
Yes. So we are trying to understand the narrative behind this, that how come we didn't get our songs on there? Somebody will just think that it's just a matter of interest, or I like the artist. But no, I mean, now we are even realizing that, look, first off, some platforms, because of the kind of service that they are offering, is going to prevent me from even, number one, is subscribing to the platform already. Number two, so maybe the person might be consuming music from other premium platforms like YouTube and co, that will just offer it for free, and where the algorithm might even decide for you, what you should be listening to. So through no fault of yours, you are just contributing to the top 10 songs that we just found out. Example. So now let's go into the genres. What are you listening to when you go on these platforms? What are your interests? Yes, there are playlists that are giving you, what to possibly enjoy. But what do you go searching for, and why? Reggie, let's go with you first. And this question can go to all of us as we discuss.
So automatically,
Yes.
when I wake up from sleep, I want to listen to rap music.
Rap music?
Yes, but it's not every time that I want to listen to rap. So sometimes I go for Afro beats.
Ghanaian rap music, or
It cuts across.
Cuts across.
Yes. So sometimes I go for Afro. I don't want to listen to rap every day, even though I like to listen to rap music. On days when I don't want to listen to rap music, I go for Afro beats, and then maybe R&B or something. The reason why I listen to various genres is because of the work I do. So I need to have a feel of what other songs and other genres sound like.
Okay.
That's the main reason. But what I'm listening to right now is rap.
Interesting. Jesse, what about you?
It's Afrobeats.
Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Why? His is because of the work he does. What about you?
For me, it's more of, that's what I gravitate to. I just like when I wake up, I need to be like active. Rap might get me active, but like Afrobeat gets me in the mood. Like I really feel alive when I listen. Yeah, I feel alive when I listen to Afrobeat.
You're in the mood
music.
when you listen to Afrobeat.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood.
I'm in a big mood.
Yeah.
So now, persons like you are adding on to the top 10. Now, which kind of artists, if I just want to just ask, which kind of artists, and no politics, feel free, are you listening to? Because this conversation is going to explain why I was fighting with Kelvin Boy. Okay. You understand? Which kind of artists are you listening to?
So,
Yes, Lenny.
Don't be biased. Don't be biased.
I'm not going to be biased here. So I listen to Amare a lot.
Amare.
Yes. Yes. My friends, if you ask them, they'll tell you, like, I would defend Amare any day.
Songs like?
So, Fluid, with her new song, Reckless. Oh God.
Sad
Yeah,
Girls Love
no
Money.
problem.
Yeah, all her songs on the album.
I'm asexual.
Yeah, Sad Girls Love Money. I mean,
So I don't think you just put Amare on loop and then you listen every day. I mean, I'm very sure if I widen the net a little bit, you might share a few more artists in
yeah.
there.
So I'm just going through my list here.
Yes.
We have okay.
Jesse. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
So we have Chameleon. She's
Chameleon.
Cami Leon.
Okay.
Yes. So she's a Congo-based artist. She does Afrobeats. And we have Movi. He's Ghanaian but lives in Canada. He's a Afrofusion artist too. So I don't go more mainstream when I'm listening to music. Yes, I'm not all for mainstream. So mine is like the alternative side, and also getting to listen to new artists, people that are not really known when it comes to music or like the mainstream market. So
Okay,
yeah.
so I put you in your Mercedes C300 or see which one go be some of the latest ones, and then
Some
you have good
E300 be
speakers.
cool for 'em.
You sit in there on a road trip and you are doing you're listening to music. I want that sense. I want us to put ourselves in that setting because that is the real. That's where our real attitude of what we want to listen to comes out. Right. You understand? So I want us to put ourselves in that context. And would you be going back to rap to listen to? Not because of your job.
So if it's a road trip, I'm not going to start off with rap. Obviously, I would want to start off with something very not too slow, but something that sets the mood, like what Jesse said. So I'd go with Afrobeats. I'll start with Afrobeats, but not for too long, because I tend to zone out when I'm listening to Afrobeats. So start with Afrobeats, then I'll transition to something else. Then maybe I'll just climax everything with rap.
But are you listening to, or which artists in the Afrobeat space would you even listen to? Because that has, the artists that are listed in the top 10 here, they are Afrobeat artists. So let's drill down in there. Which Afrobeat songs or artists will you really consume then? And why?
Okay, so this morning on my way here, I didn't have my headphones on, but Spyro's song, the remix with Tiwa, was playing in my head. So I go for Spyro, Who's Your Guy.
Any reason?
I was at a party. I hadn't heard of the song. I was at a party and then they were playing the song. People were really jamming to it. So I came and I'm like, I was looking for, again, because of my job, I was looking for the video so I can infuse it in our playlist. And I found out they just released the video. The video was pretty decent. It was nice. And then the sound of the song also is, I don't know.
It's sweet.
Yes, so when you listen to the song, you get moved.
So was I wrong? Anyway, I'll hold that because I know if I start this right now, they will cut my neck off. But I'm being tempted to say it. That's I don't want to say the owners of the Afrobeats, but the people who are doing this game understand the Afrobeat game, understand it better than the people who the door has been open for them to come and follow.
So they have their identity.
Yes. So aside from that, which other artists do you have in mind, or do you?
So I listen to Spyro. I listen to Ashake sometimes, and if I don't want to be all vibey, I listen to Thames.
Where is Kelvin Boy?
Who's your guy?
Lenny, what about you? Before I come to Jesse.
Okay, so in my playlist is a mixture. So you have Cynthia Erivo in there. You have Brimo, Sarkodie, Kiddy, Familia, Pure Akan. Pure Akan is. Why are you looking at me like
I'm watching
that?
you.
Why? No, but I mean, it's music taste. I don't like to.
Some emoji video, some cats where they block your face. I don't know if you see that emoji.
Yeah. What emoji is that?
Oh, I'll share with you when we are chatting on WhatsApp on our private chats.
Stormzy, you find Stormzy in there as well. So I don't like to just lurch on genres, right? I just listen. I listen.
So do you find this list surprising, Olile?
Well, I don't, because I think everybody, has got their music taste. I think their examples are just to tell us they are very intentional about the music they listen to. Because if you look at Lenny's list like this, I mean, the other one you mentioned, Christian,
Cynthia Erivo.
My name is Cynthia Erivo. You get what I'm saying? But maybe because she said it right, I can go listen to her and then listen to the music. So I think sometimes it depends on the consumer you are interacting with. And that's why I don't really buy into this whole chats thing anymore, because people maybe listen to Cynthia Erivo and it's not popping up. So how do we describe that? How do we quantify that?
But that means we didn't get enough people to listen to Cynthia's songs.
Yeah, and so what I'm trying to say, perhaps Ghanaians are not listening to Nigerian music as much as we think they are. They are listening to other music that are not making
but anyway.
I disagree.
No, I'm just saying that we are just only.
I have stats to back it.
We are judging the conversation based on an Apple chart. Spotify does not have a Ghana chart, unfortunately. So we can't even judge that. If Spotify had,
so you feel that we are not. It's likely that we are not listening to even Nigerian music.
It's more. It's very likely. It's very likely. But I'm just saying that based on the conversation we had so far, clearly most Ghanaians are on Spotify and Boomplay.
No, we can easily check that. We can check which app is.
The average Ghanaian cannot afford an Apple Music subscription. That's facts. But they can listen to Boomplay. So bring me a Boomplay chart, and then we can have a conversation. Bring me an Audio Mac, Spotify and Audio Mac chart. Then we can have a conversation.
Can we search for that? Is it possible?
If it's Apple
they haven't released any stats.
If it's Apple Music, now we know that labels engineer this chart thing. We know if you don't have a big label, apart from Spyro, who's in the list, all the other artists they are backed by big money labels, and they put it there for a statement. They put it. It's actually part of their their agenda.
But even if they put it,
so,
they engineer it. The question is that can't we see? Isn't it possible? I mean, per the consumption that we are seeing. I mean, listen. He just said he was from a party. He had young. Is it Young John? You mentioned Spyro.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just connecting the dots and saying to myself that from the party, the DJ playing, the DJ has infected about 200 people who were there that day with a song. They are gonna go.
Bro,
Look,
I
didn't know.
I
never knew of overloading. Was it loading or overloading? Loading.
Maven's overloading.
Maven's overloading.
Yeah.
I never knew
Overdose,
that song till
Overdose.
till last year. I keep saying till last year in November, December, where I realized that it was jammed in my head to the point that I had to go look for it.
Bro.
But the jammed in my head was not from the label. It was from TikTok users.
But how do you?
Some friend of mine
where did
who
you hear the song?
He said
Where did you hear the song?
on TikTok. Was it on TikTok or
It's engineered by the label.
No, but this
Charlie,
it wasn't about
let me
challenge. It
come
was
in,
about
please.
people using the song.
It's not about. I'm not talking about challenge you. I'm talking about the fact that the labels have now come to understand that everything is available to be engineered.
Yes.
Everything is available.
Olele.
Whether it's a TikTok video, is a DJ. I wish Nita was in this conversation because she would
Olele.
tell you why I'm coming. She would tell you how it goes down on grassroots. She tells you how it goes down grassroots. These Nigerians come here with big budgets. They buy all the DJs.
Yes, but
they go to clubs. I'm coming. I'm coming. They go to clubs. Your favorite DJs are being paid to play these songs in the clubs, not once, not twice, many times. They go to the radio stations. They go to TV stations. They make sure that the song is in your face. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, so that is what all these things being done is what is creating that Toma
Consumer behavior.
Yes, that we know when I want to listen to a song, because he said that when he mentioned it, that the song was playing in his mind because of these things that have been engineered on the ground. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
if it's working,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
it's been done so well that it's reached a point where he wants to now go and listen
for
to.
songs, yeah.
It will surprise you that Extra Cool, Young John. Is it Young John, right?
Yeah,
Young John. I just kept on chancing upon it everywhere I went to, seeing it. I don't think it was a matter
It's in
of
your
being
face.
engineered, but it was because people were liking the song. People were consuming the music, on various platforms, and it did so well that it got to me as well within that age bracket that I find myself in. And then I joined through him. He played it. He created the song, and I saw it on 3 Music several times.
Yeah.
But something must have also triggered him to like the song.
So he went somewhere. It was a party. They played the song. He liked it,
But
and he
then-
passed it on to you.
But then sometimes it's not about engineering. Sometimes the song is good. Sometimes the sound is just good.
Can I correct something Olele has said before we digress? We lead with that mistake because it's an error.
Hey.
I've shared the. I've shared.
I want to
I
listen
mean,
to
if
it,
production
so I
can put it on the screen, we have the apps by usage, and Spotify I think is number 6, and Apple Music is number 7. Number 1 is Audio Mac, and even on Audio Mac, the top 10 has 1, 2, 3. Because you understand, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can we
5.
put this on the screen as well, please?
So
if
I'm
possible?
putting the Audio Mac top 10 also there. I'm sharing the Audio Mac top 10 as well. And the only change in that Audio Mac top 10 is that we have Sarkodie and Black Sheriff's Countryside at number 8. And then Last Mid's running at number 6. And this is just very closely behind the Apple we have, where the same Countryside made a showing on the Apple Music. So if you look at the discrepancy between Audio Mac, which is our number 1 streaming platform in Ghana, and what Apple Music is putting out as top 10, there's only one song that's different, which is Last Mid's
So that means it
running.
cuts across.
That means it cuts across, regardless of the thing. So let's not get into the mindset that the
that's
app
what I
is a
was also thinking
deficiency.
about, that it cuts across.
You understand?
Go on, I wanted to finish. Yes, go ahead.
If my paid subscription friends, and this is how the ripple effect works, if Jay Foley is on Apple because he can afford it, and Lenny is on Spotify because that works with her, if I am on Audio Mac, and these are the people, this is what the people are listening to in my ecosystem, it's going to translate into my TikTok, my Instagram, what they are vibing with, what they are listening to in their car, what they are requesting from their DJs, and I'm going to take that experience and take it to Audio Mac, and go and search for what I've heard people are vibing to. You understand? So this is the Audio Mac. We have, I can't read, Boy Spice and
Carry Me Go.
Carry Me Go is number 1, So number 2, Stability number 3, Asiwaju number 4, Rush number 5, Running with Last Mid It's the only difference here with number 6.
Skyface.
Oh, okay, I didn't see Skyface. Okay, number. Sorry, my bad. So 6, 7, 8 is the only thing. If I'm
Exactly.
that's it.
Oh, yeah,
So
top 10.
yeah, what top?
I see Black Sheriff.
But I mean, basically, it's not too.
I'm saying that
different.
what based on the premise Olele was setting, I was looking to see that if I go to Audio Mark, KK Fosu be number 4.
No, you
Kick
no,
it
no,
for
no.
Sue.
No, I'm making a point. I'm making a point. Come on.
Listen,
Oh,
I left. This-
allow me to make a highlight. President is here, so I was just making a point. I was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You see how the stone hit you and it hit him.
No.
I'm just saying that based on the premise that maybe people can't afford Apple Music. Spotify is not in every part of Ghana. Every Ghanaian has access to Audio Mac because it's freemium. Then even the freemium, no, at least let it be distinctly different from what I am paying $10 listen, if I pay $10, forget your Ghana agenda. I don't care what you think we should be listening to. I have paid my $10, $12. I'll listen to whatever I want.
That's fine.
But if the thing is free, and that is what the majority are downloading and using, and even with the freedom, the liberty to listen to anything, they still consciously choose that at least the first 6 songs are Nigerian. Then the problem is still valid. That is my
But
point.
what if we do a deep search and we realize that even the listeners are not Ghanaians and they are Nigerians? And
No, it's geo. For the Audio Mark, it's geo tag. So people are.
But if you're
so
Nigerian, you live in Ghana and you register your
there cannot be more Nigerians living in Ghana than Ghanaians.
So
who
how
live in
many
Ghana.
Ghanaians?
Okay.
He just said.
Let me
to
ask,
you-
okay.
He just said.
Well, you are changing the goalpost.
I'm not changing the goalpost. He just said right now that he couldn't afford to pay for a personal subscription, right? So he had to join your friends.
Yeah.
So what if they have Ghanaians? We have Ghanaians who are signing on to Nigerian subscriptions on family packages.
Bro,
how would you describe
production
that?
is telling me to come and reset you.
No, I'm asking a genuine question.
No, he's asking
I'm asking a genuine question.
If I'm a Nigerian,
Yes,
I'm living in
yes,
Ghana,
yes.
right? I'm living in Ghana.
Hit
I
me.
plan
Let's
my
go.
trade in Ghana, right? And I sign up to these services, right? And as a Nigerian, I'm giving them support by playing Nigerian music. Are you telling
Okay,
me?
so let me
By your
let me
premise,
ask the
that
answer.
it
I
will
have the answer. I have the
ask
answer.
the answer from,
no.
from-
Let me. By your premise,
I want-
please. By your premise, there would be more Indian and Lebanese music in our Audio Mark
Indian and
than
Lebanese
Nigerian.
music are not hot.
Because
He just
we've
said that
had-
your song must be good.
So,
he just said your
let me
song must
ask
be good.
Reginald
Indian
and
and
Jesse,
Lebanese
on the
music
back
are not
of
hot.
this, the environment that we've created in Ghana.
What if the same Indians and Lebanese have been playing Nigerian music?
Let's find out. Let's
find
find out from them, based on what they are squabbling about. Okay, the environment that we have created in Ghana, where you find yourself in, and as Ghanaians, whether Nigerians or Ghanaians or Lebanese or Chinese, the environment we've created in Ghana. I want to find out from you, what kind of music does it draw you to go and listen to? Yeah. Okay. Reggie, go first. All right. Oh, yeah.
Based off of the environment in Ghana.
Yes, this is from the events you're going. This is from the cars you're sitting in.
Right.
This is from the joints you go and eat at. Yeah.
So it's Afrobeat and Amapiano. Based off of that, based off of events, nights out and what's not, it's Afrobeat and Amapiano.
Okay.
Can I quickly hinge on what he
Quickly
said?
chip in before I come to Jesse.
Perfect thing he said about the piano and what? Afrobeats. I checked the Rwanda charts for Apple Music. Same thing we did for the Ghana one. And in Rwanda, they are suffering the same Nigerian epidemic, right? Nigeria is in the
Rwanda,
top.
how many stars do they have? How many superstars do they have?
I checked. Let me build up. I've checked.
How many superstars do they
Oh,
have?
brother, I've checked. No, it's not. What I'm saying is that even in Rwanda, right, it's not mandatory that Rwandans should be listening to Nigerians. They could have been listening to Ghanaians, but they didn't. They could have been listening
That's
to
why the gentleman
Liberians.
said- that's why sometimes-
Bro, hear me out.
sometimes the song
Let me
must be
land.
good.
Let me
If
land.
the song is
I
good,
beg you.
it
Let me
gives you
land.
advantage.
Let me land. Let me land. I'm saying that even in the Rwanda, right, they are not mandated to listen to Rwanda. They could have been listening to Ghana. Ghanaians could have been in the Rwandan top 10. We are not there. Liberia, I've checked for quite a few countries. The only country that has a distinct conscious listening pattern is South Africa.
yeah.
Right.
Where Amapiano is number one.
Number one over there.
AKA,
High life.
you
High
understand?
life.
There's Amapiano, there's Afrobeat, and there's hip hop, AKA Nasty C. So
May his soul rest in peace.
yeah, right, I forgot he's even past Charlie.
You said Nasty C.
No, I said AKA.
Hey,
We haven't killed Nasty
Hey, I haven't
C.
killed Nasty C.
Relax. Let it be with us. Join us. So you get what? Listen, listen, I agree with your point, but I'm just trying to open it up for us to see that as much as your point makes sense now, for the purpose of the argument, it's not valid. Because what we are trying to digress is why Nigeria has a chokehold on everybody's listening pattern. Right. That's what I'm trying to show you. That it's not just Ghana suffering the Nigerian epidemic. In other countries, the whole of West Africa, Nigeria's music did the top 10.
And that's what
you understand. The only place where the people who make the music are consuming their own music consciously and pushing their own people consciously is South Africa. In Liberia, they can listen to Ghana music, but they jumped us and went to listen to Nigeria. Rwanda could have listened to Kenyan music, but they jumped and went to Nigeria. So there's something about Nigeria that everybody is dogging themselves and others to go to, except for South Africa. So if there's a solution to be drawn out of this debate, it should be what is South Africa?
What is the listening behavior of the
South Africa? South Africa has the identity Jay was talking about the last time.
Or the mixed bag.
Not even a mixed bag. Amapiano is a subset or a product of house music. And they've been able to evolve that record. The same way Jay was saying that our high life has seen evolution, but we've not been able to own it enough to own these charts we are talking about. I would love to see a high life record on the charts, but it's not there. The last time we talked about Kwabna's album, not seeing even the light of day on the top 10 in Ghana.
The
Famisa. But it's a fantastic. It's a fantastic project.
So to back what Olile is saying, South Africa having the basis of house music and then morphing it into like Amapiano right now. I don't know, like when you listen to almost every Afrobeat song that like has been released, let's say this year, they have the Amapiano bass line. So South Africa is actually doing something that even Nigerians
it's influencing
yes,
the Afrobeats, the rhythm of Afrobeats now. Yes, and that's what is making their Amapiano also strong.
Yes, so it got to a point in time. South African
high life isn't doing that to the Afrobeats. If that's how we need to separate it.
Tomorrow they come and they put that boy. Then we know say we leave out for you.
so it got to a point in time. South Africans were actually fighting Nigerians. Not fighting, but they were actually
fighting.
They were actually fighting Nigerians to make them know that like, yo, Amapiano is not your thing. It is ours. Like it belongs to us. Because right now, when you listen to almost every Afrobeat song, like Spiral, you can term it as Amapiano. When I'm curating a playlist, I put it in Amapiano. Ashake, Amapiano throughout. Amapiano bassline throughout. So South Africa is actually doing something, and like Olile will always say, it's being engineered. The intent is there.
Yes,
it's intentional. And
I agree.
So,
I agree. Jesse,
again, okay.
What about you? Jesse's point on what the question I asked him about what's enabling the environment to make what kind of music you're listening to.
Yeah. So before that, I just want to go to Boomplay's top 100, but I'll just take the top 10. We have 6 Nigerians on there, and we have 4 Ghanaians. And the Ghanaians,
are the Nigerians above are they in the first 6?
Yeah. So top 5, we have Ruga, Spyro, Kes Daniel, Omali, and Sarko.
The Boomplay that the office is in Accra here.
Yes. Top 5.
Only speaking grammar.
Yes.
I'm not, bro.
I will reset you. Boomplay, hey. Audio Mac, hey. I didn't hear. Let me remove this and hear you well.
I need the mic on you.
You didn't understand what
What did he say? Get what he
Lenny,
was saying.
in the mic,
what he
please.
was saying. What
Spokesperson
Olele was trying to say was, right, maybe the geographical location can be Ghana, but the people in Ghana, so if a Nigerian should use Apple Music or Boomplay, they're not going to show on there as Nigerians.
Then I heard you fine.
It's going to show
then I heard you fine. And I'm
and
saying is that I heard you fine. Please, then listen to me.
So that's the exact thing you're also playing into.
That's the exact thing I'm saying. That is it possible that we have, if his instance, maybe in one app, maybe some 1%, that is it. But you say we have so many foreign nationals in Ghana streaming from Ghana, that those people are so many and are streaming so much music that they are able to corrupt Apple Music, Spotify, Audiomack, and Boomplay. So. Then they are more than us.
We are not. See,
if you get what I'm saying, that means that they are more foreign.
We sat in this same room when we talked about the streaming behavior.
Sometimes to withstand.
The streaming behavior of Ghanaians. We all agree that Ghanaians have still not caught on to this.
You are changing the goalposts. Let's do the foreign nationals. Let's land on the foreign nationals.
The people that you think are streaming the music are not doing it.
It's not every.
Do you know? Let me tell you something. Do you know that? Let me come back to fan bases. Shatta Wale's fan base is arguably one of the biggest fan bases in Ghana. Why is it that the number of songs that his fans are always talking about, songs that you and I don't know, they talk about, they're listening to some of the songs that we don't even see on the internet, they are talking about it. It's not on these charts.
Boss,
Because
all our parents and our uncles and our aunties and our grandparents like Jimmy Cliff and Osibi Science. Are they on this chart?
Do you see Jimmy Cliff there?
That's my point. The fact that people have massive fan bases doesn't mean that the fan base is relevant or can be monetized. The fact that I could have 10 billion people in some village who care for me and they wake up and hey, serious.
That's not streaming streaming platform.
My brother.
Platform.
Excuse my language.
It's not an organic TV or radio listenership. That's why you are missing it.
Listen, organic followership or fan base. Listen, organic fan base, right, is only relevant in tangible interactions.
Like what?
Right? Like you are going to do a show. You are doing an activation.
Okay, so on the screens, whilst you're talking on the screens,
let's go through
South
it.
African top 100.
So AK is number 1.
Yes.
Of course, because of obvious reasons.
Yes.
Sean Music, FTS, and Tampi at number 2.
Okay, so Star looks like the only one.
Cyrus is there.
And Selena Gomez.
But basically, you see more South Africans there, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a nice mixed bag.
Yes.
Because even Miley Cyrus is there. So America small, Libyanka, she from where? Cameroon small, Niger small, SA small.
But,
so you can tell, but here they hold their neck. You say they don't hold their neck.
And
Chris
this
Brown
is a
is
country
there.
that is even
Caesar is there.
Yes, and this is a country that's even holding hard on its Amapiano.
Yes.
Better than we
are holding on anything.
High life.
High life.
So you see
Or
why
even life.
So our
Even Miguel is there.
the behavior of the Ghanaian listener or the listener in a
Travis Scott, Young Thug, Metro Boomin.
the behavior of the listener of music in Ghana, be it whether of whichever nationality you find yourself
Or whichever app.
is actually very influenced by the environment that we are in with regards to what we are playing, where, and how we are even playing it. So it looks like we've gotten to the point where everybody has been brainwashed to the point that we've forgotten ours.
Bro, let me share a
If you sit in an Uber and they are playing Nigeria, the guy is playing Nigerian music, you get to your destination to order your lunch. They are playing Nigerian music. You call somebody on the caller ringtone, and baby, come down is on the caller ringtone, and then
You're even going to cheat.
Bro, make I tell you something. The last time when we were having this conversation, when we were having the conversation about SA and Amapiano, right?
Yes.
And I know Peter said after 4 or 3 songs you hear Afrobeats and stuff like that. When I went to SA, I heard a lot of Amapiano. When I was coming back, for some reason, I don't know whether it's psychological, but for some reason, I wanted to go and listen to some more Amapiano music.
where's my remote? Pause. Pause. Hold on. Hey,
I'm sharing my testimony. You are pausing me.
So on the screen now is
Motion.
top 100, but we are showing top 7 here real quickly.
Can they scroll up for us? Or it's on
Ayasta is in there.
Bro,
Nigeria has...
Nigeria again.
Don't even stress yourself because Kenya's music industry is dead.
Doesn't mean that they can't consume.
Don't even. Bro,
yours will be alive when nobody they turn inside.
Bro, we at least we will pop up somewhere in the first 40. But I'm just saying,
Chemo,
don't even worry.
you are confusing. You are confusing the music industry with the consumer base. I don't even need to have a music industry to listen to music.
We have three minutes left.
Do you get
I
it?
think what he's trying to say is because their music industry is down.
Yes, Kenya could have gone and listened to South Africa. Why didn't Kenya go and? Why isn't the Kenya chart full of Amapiano? Why isn't the Kenya chart full of hip hop? Why isn't the Kenya chart full of R&B? The Kenya chart is full of Nigerian music, which is specific.
Why are we feeling to
guys, hold on,
accept
please.
that these Nigerian artists have big machines that are engineering everything?
Okay.
Whether the song is
Olele,
good
this is a
or-
point. I didn't want you to say it because I wanted to find out the
intuitus.
what they would feel. Why do you think we are consuming? This is the bottom line question.
Yeah.
Why are we consuming per your interests? Why are we consuming more foreign, aka Nigerian music, than
music.
our music? And when I say our artists, why are we seeing more of our stars and all these playing a bigger role on our top 10 and top 5s and top 100s and co? Jesse?
So there's been
Per you.
per me and what I've noticed, there's been a boom in music, variety of music, right, going viral, which you have people creating short form content. So especially we'll attribute it to TikTok. So now TikTok is able to determine which song is going to be viral. We'll have the consumers, listen to. So then if Spyro is number one, is because they just released their remix on Friday, and now you have people creating short form content, be it visuals, on other apps, including TikTok. So then TikTok is able to influence the listener behavior. So with that, you'd have people listening to Spyro on TikTok. When they leave TikTok, they are playing it in the clubs. If they leave the clubs, they are playing it to their friends, they are playing it to their family members and everyone. So then you have...
So where are you caught in this wave? When do you hear it? You've mentioned about 3 or 4 different live journeys of the song.
I'll lie, TikTok.
So you catch it first on TikTok?
Yes, because the thing is, you scroll through TikTok, you have one song with like over 1 million videos, and it just keeps popping up on your For You page. It just keeps popping up.
Reggie, our time is almost up now.
It's almost the same, but mine is Instagram and then Snapchat. So when Libianca released People, I used to see this one particular person. So there's this feature on Snapchat that has the sound. So you can take a picture and then insert a sound. And the song was playing, and I noticed that almost like a lot of people were using that particular sound. So I was like, what sound is this? What sound is this? Until I saw the video, and I'm like, oh, the song is good. Let me go and then check it out for myself. And then I go out, they play it like when they're about to start, because it's a very slow song, they play it. And then as time goes on, they play other songs as well. We can say the same for Kelvin Boy's Down Flat. It ties into what Jesse said perfectly, because when he released Down Flats, and even when Camilo released Sugarcane, they had a whole challenge for it. And this actually catapulted the song.
Well, I'm actually glad what I'm not hearing from all of you is the sound quality, and what I'm hearing is how the song is dominating your space in terms of people using it. I'm not hearing anything about sound quality.
We didn't get
if
there.
it is not about sound quality,
We didn't get there.
if it's not about,
We didn't get it because
about
the focus
sound
has
quality,
been about the
then
geographic-
why aren't
didn't
we
get there.
singing the latest Afrobeat song from
Ghana.
our
Bro,
artist?
I have a question.
This is a question that we have
I
to...
have a question. Though.
Yeah, we have to wrap
The
up.
the
have to wrap up.
the essay chat,
Yes.
were we inside one?
No.
Okay, that's a bigger problem than the fact that Nigeria is in our chat.
Bro, do you know?
Okay, our time is up. Please, this is very interesting.
Bro,
But
Muka Pesika,
we'll find a way
Muka
of
Pesika, na
having
push
a
mo-
let me cut me this before I allow. They've been cut off. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time on Culture Daily. Interesting conversation. And on that note, thank you for being here with us. My name is Jay Foley. Thank you, all of you, and we are out.